U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's the NFC Championship game.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the... For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brees. On the screen, this is Evans. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From midfield now, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chandler Jones charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to...
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's Evans. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
from midfield. Here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
no score.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to...
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expect, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They'll run here with Evans. Evans hit in the ball post 3. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss this out to Evans. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, probably that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they weren't successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow over the middle here to Brown.
Complete.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julian O'Quara in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Vikings 5, Seahawks nothing.
The risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen in the halves.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick on goal is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Baltimore Ravens are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure coming from the Jones, and they get there and bring him down. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45.
Receiving team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Burrows, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
To the air again. Burrow quickly to feel it here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
A gain of 8.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First down, here's Burrow.
Burrows.
A gain of 6 there on first.
John Brown. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
on the play.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
There, the ball carrier. Andrew Sendejo on the tackle. It's
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 9-yard line.
Option play. Burrow holding on to it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Now it's Burrow. he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now back out comes the offense. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. At the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's complete to Parker, left side.
Breeze pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Evans. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good for another Minnesota.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Evans. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, here's Evans. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Vikings 11, Seahawks 8.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 26.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 11-8, a little under 1:50 remaining. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Here we go with Burrow. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.